Guys, is this the best transfer window ever? Like, seriously, this transfer window is insane. It is insane. First, all this Isak stuff, as well as the Gyökeres Cesco saga, all of the crazy business happening. I'm not here to do a Fabrizio Romano. I'm simply here just to just comment on the transfer window so far. It's been absolutely mental. So what I did is I put it into ChatGPT. I'm going to get to my key point here. I put it into ChatGPT, some of the best transfer windows ever, right? To jog my memory. And obviously, here's what ChatGPT gave me. Number one, it gave me Real Madrid, summer 09, when the Galactico era, when they bought Ronaldo, Kaká, Benzema, Alonso. Obviously, Kaká didn't really turn out to be that great a signing, but the latter three were all great signings, and Real Madrid won La Decima, right? Fair. And Benzema became the club's all-time top scorer eventually. Fair. That's a good window. Barcelona, summer 04, Ronaldinho, Deco, Eto'o, Marquez, all in one window. That's fire. Liverpool, summer 2018, they signed Alisson, Fabinho, Keita, Shaqiri. Obviously, Keita was a bust. Shaqiri was a pretty decent servant. But not to mention, that January, they bought Virgil, right? So they bought him to be the centre-back. So if you add all of these signings up, you'd arguably say these signings began the core of that Liverpool team that won the Champions League as well as winning the league the season after, right? But then you got Man City, summer 2010, Silva, Yaya, Balotelli, Kolarov, and Milner. You could say arguably all of them played their part. Kolarov played his part in that City team. Balotelli, obviously the season City won the league for the first time, did his thing. Yaya, what can we say? Silva, what can we say? Milner was a great servant. And so these are transfer windows that were mad. And then you got Chelsea 04, Drogba, in the summer, Drogba, Carvalho, Robben, Cech, Ferreira. Look at that. That is what you call a near perfect window, right? Mourinho copped himself a whole new spine, and they did back-to-back Premier League with record points in the first season, 2004-05, right? So these are all mad transfer windows. But I'm not going to lie to you. The transfer window we're seeing now play out is it's massive, right? Of course, me not being biased, I have to talk about Isak to Liverpool. Obviously, we're seeing reports that Isak is saying, I don't really want to play for Newcastle anymore. It's so funny because Newcastle fans were so confident Liverpool weren't going to get him, and I was banking on that confidence. Now to see my man is not even turning up to training. Your golden boy is no longer your golden boy. It's crazy how things turn, right? And now look at Cesco. Sorry, I'm gonna keep throwing digs at him, bro. You had a chance to come to Arsenal, and now you're being fought for by United and Newcastle. If this Cesco guy ends up at United, this guy's a joke. I'm sorry, he's a joke if he ends up at United. But hopefully, I'm hoping he does end up at United, right? I'm hoping he ends up there just so it slows down that Isak deal. But I don't know. I have a feeling Liverpool are going to get Isak, guys. I'm not going to lie to you because they're selling Diaz for, nearly 70 M's. Harvey Elliott's going to go. Nunes is going to go. You get rid of these guys' wages and you're going to get fees for them, right? And they sold Trent and they sold Konsa, which is pure profit when it comes to PSR. And let's be honest, the Isak deal is going to be crazy money, but they're just going to do a Chelsea and amortize it over how many seasons. So really and truly in their books, even if they were to bid like 130, 140, right? Like it would probably show up as 30 to 40 million spent per season. So like I'm not in this camp of people that think Liverpool can't do this deal. I think they can, man. And their wage structure at their club is at a place where financially they can probably afford to pay a guy like Isak the money he'd want. It's crazy. But I'm not going to lie to you. The reason why I'm saying this might be the best transfer window I've seen is not just because of all the stuff happening with Liverpool, right? And I'll get to other teams later, but also with Arsenal. Personally, I think all this Liverpool stuff is overshadowing the fact that Arsenal are having a great transfer window. we are having a fantastic transfer window, right? So far. Obviously, you know my thoughts on the Noni signing. I wasn't too pleased at us spending that money, but ultimately, Noni and Mosquera are squad additions, right? They're squad additions. We get ourselves a right-sided centre-back who's meant to be highly rated from the Spanish league, and we get ourselves a homegrown guy, 23-year-old winger with a good mentality, good confidence. I'm not saying he's amazing, just someone that could be a squad player. He's better than Nelson. He's not better than what we got, that's true, but he's not better than what we got, but better than Nelson, better option than Sterling, better option for us than Fabio Vieira or any of these, man. So that's a squad. These are squad additions, right? But then to buy Gyökeres, guys, and to buy Zubimendi, and to buy Norgard. Norgard is also a squad addition as well. But I think we're having a fantastic window. Yes, Mosquera and Noni, they're ones to watch, right? Let's see. But Norgard is a good signing. Bruv, we took Brentford's captain. We took their captain, their captain, the guy that scored against us when we beat them, when we got beaten by them 2-0, their first, in the 21-22 season, right, when they beat us, when they got promoted, right? That's a good signing for me. And it's crazy because you can see the league is kind of starting to go back to what it used to be, where the top teams are literally seeing all the teams that did well and just saying, yeah, I'm going to take all your players. I'm going to take every single one of these guys. So I think next year, I can see the top four accruing a lot more points. It won't be as competitive as it was this year, where you see these teams like Brighton and Brentford and Fulham taking points off people. I think it's kind of going to go back to the dominance, right? But back to Arsenal having a great transfer window. I think we're having a great transfer window so far. I was reflecting on it today. Next to Rice, Gyökeres is literally the most exciting signing Arsenal have made since Alexis Sanchez and Ozil. Most exciting by a landslide. Most exciting signings that the club has made by a landslide, right? But this Gyökeres deal, let me tell you why I think it's a great transfer window for us, because I don't necessarily think, of course I'm not happy about Isak to Liverpool on top of Wirtz, on top of Frimpong, on top of Kerkez. Frimpong is a decent player, good wingback, but Kerkez is a really good signing. On top of these signings, these are monstrous signings for Liverpool, right? And fair play to them, they can afford it because they didn't spend much money last year and they're complying with PSR rules and they sell really well. That's one thing people have to give Liverpool. They always sell really well. They get good money for their players. Like 34 million for Konsa is a steal. 34 million. How is my man going for more million than Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain went from Liverpool to Arsenal? That's just crazy, right? They sell well. So good on them. But I'm not going to lie to you. A part of me was like, whoa, yeah, that's worrying. But at the same time, we just need to do our thing. We just need to focus. Arsenal just need to focus on ourselves. Because this is shaping up to be a good window. And I'm not just saying it because of the incomings, because of the contract renewals. Gabriel has renewed his contract. Miles Lewis-Skelly has renewed his contract. Ethan Nwaneri has pretty much renewed his contract. We saw Saliba's comment the other day, which is fantastic news. When he said, let's see, which that's kind of positive. That's positive. Man said, fingers crossed. That's a positive for us that we can, it's looking like we're going to offer him improved terms and it's looking like he's going to sign. It's not to say Real Madrid won't come for him in the future, but at least we can just lock him down and secure him for at least another 2-3 more seasons so we can really have a proper crack at this title with a good enough squad. So I think if you add all of these things together, it's shaping up to be a great transfer window so far. I think Berta is doing a great job. Even when I've even started seeing links for Gabby Jesus to go. Oh my goodness, sell him. I got no sentimentality here. Sell him. My man's been injured a lot more than he's played for us since we bought him. Sell him. Good player, good personality. I like Jesus, but sell him. We bought him as to be the striker. He's not been that guy for us. Sell him. Sell him. Berta, what you're doing, I love it. Keep doing it. And of course, I'm hearing links about Eze. Oof. Bruv. The league should not let us get Eberiche Eze. I've already spoken on my previous videos about what a guy like Eze brings to the team. I've been saying it, and I've been saying it. I've been saying it from like maybe like a month ago, even when the links came out. I don't want Rodrigo. I don't care about Rodrigo. I don't care about these guys. I want Eze. I don't care about Williams. I don't care about Rodrigo. I don't care about all of these guys that want to be in their comfort zone and we have to do all these long drawn out negotiations. I don't care about these guys. I want Eze. I want a 27-year-old Prem proven X factor, can unpick a defense, can dribble, produce magic out of nothing in tight spaces against low blocks, can take precision shooting outside the box, can score free kicks. Yes, please. Bruv. And obviously we're seeing reports that we're linked to him. Get me Eze. If we get Eze, if we get Eze, Liverpool can do what they want to do. Liverpool can get their Isak. They can get that. I'm not saying that, oh yeah, if we get Eze, yeah, we're going to win the league and whatnot. I'm not saying that because obviously Liverpool are going to be tough. They're clearly the team to beat with their additions. But that being said, we have the best defense in the league. We already have the best defense in the league. Defensively, even though we didn't show it, even though some games last season it was questionable the way we played due to injuries and stuff a lot. But we have the best defense in the league. We do. Statistically, we've had it for like the past, 2 seasons, 3 seasons? We've got the best defense in the league. Someone needs to fact check that for me. I'm sure probably someone will comment and say, yeah, you're not the best. Fair. But I'm just going off the top of my head. I believe we have the best defense in the league. So our defense is already better than Liverpool. Defending is not our issue. And I think this is the point I'm making. I'm not saying we're going to win the league. I'm just being cheeky here. Not saying Arsenal are going to win the league ahead of Liverpool. But what I am saying is that we've already got the best defense in the league. Our issue is breaking down. Our issue was how we played and our style of play, breaking down low blocks when people come to our ground, and not having a striker who can just stay in the box and be a penalty box presence and actually finish his dinner. And we are addressing these issues. We've addressed them. We've got ourselves a penalty box striker, Gyökeres. We've got ourselves a Zubimendi, a press-resistant midfielder who can attract people to him the same way Verratti, the same way Thiago did. Attract people to him, play through a press, and get the ball to the likes of Erdegaard and Rice in higher positions, as opposed to them having to drop super deep. And then to add Eze to that, yeah, the silence is intentional. Add Eze to that. What does the team, like, this should be a team that should be firing on all cylinders. It should be a team that should fire on all cylinders, honestly. It really, really should. So I'm looking forward to this season. I think Arsenal we just need to focus on ourselves. You know, a lot of teams are making good signings. You know, to be honest, I like what I've seen from Chelsea. You know, they bought João Pedro, looks a good player. They bought Delap, good player. They're negotiating for Xavi Simons. I heard Arsenal were linked with him. I would prefer Eze over him, but he's the decent player. Hato is a good player. And I've been saying that Chelsea, actually, if I was Chelsea, I'd go out, get a new centre-back. But I think those are good signings. Obviously, City made good signings with Shirky, Ain't Nori. Those are good signings. To Reinders, let's see. He's meant to be good. Rodri coming back is like a new signing anyway. Let's see. Like, if we did this thing where we focused on all the other teams and, bruv, teams, even United, fair enough. Even United, and Mbeumo, that's a good signing. Cunha, these are good signings, right? Like, these are really, really good. These are good signings. Spurs signing Kudus, these are good signings. That being said, I'm focused on the fact that we just need to get what we need. If we get what we need, I don't think I'm too bothered about what Liverpool do with Isak. Obviously, I would have wanted an Isak at Arsenal, but I live in the real world where we can't afford him. We can't afford him. We're not in the position Liverpool are in. We can't afford an Isak, right? Okay, cool. Once that goes out the window, then all the logic tells me, what can we do? we still need a striker. We still need a goal scoring striker, right? There's nothing we can do about Isak. Okay, boom, we get Gyökeres. I'm happy with that. I am not mad. I'm not jealous. Not jealous at all. I'm not jealous of Liverpool for these reasons. I think we're having a good window. And I think the fact that these other teams are having good windows makes us kind of go under the radar. But I think if we get these signed, if we can sort out Eze, right, and we can lock down this Saliba Saka contract, as well as sell the likes of Lokonga, Vinny, Lokonga, Vieira, Zinchenko, Nelson, Trossard. I'm not going to lie to you, probably the best transfer window I've seen Arsenal do. This would probably be the best transfer window I've seen Arsenal do since I started watching football. Not going to lie to you. And I started watching football probably around, I don't know, when I started watching football. Started watching football around maybe when I was like 9 years old. So that would have been what, like 2001. This will probably be Arsenal's best ever transfer window. I'm not going to lie to you. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening. Appreciate the love and the comments on the previous videos. I will speak to you later. See ya.